Welcome to the Offensive, the Great Choke Show, where it's not quite 28-3, but it's pretty close. And Matt Lafleur is going for that title of maybe the worst playoff coach of all time. You're getting there, Matt. I got faith in you that you could.
That was
be the
an entire fourth
coach.
Quarter of 4th and 26. It was amazing. The entire fourth quarter just felt like that play over and over and over, where you just
over and over again.
There's no way this could happen. There's no possible way.
Yep, they find a way. This is what I've said before, Dave. Some coaches find ways to lose. Some find ways to win. Matt LaFleur's teams find ways to lose. They do it every time. Special teams, again, 2 missed field goals, right? And, dude, the Packers got lucky. They got lucky on the Christian Watson fumble that Dobbs recovered it, right? They got lucky on the Kennard fumble that it went out of bounds. Bears could have had both of those. Both the interceptions, if we would have knocked the ball down, we actually would have gotten better field position, because that's very Packery of us to intercept it on fourth
Losing
down.
27 yards for the first one,
Yeah. And the biggest thing was the third and fourth quarter, we couldn't run the ball, and Matt LaFleur just kept running it almost on first down every time and then not going back to it. It's like, dude, if you're going to run, just run, man. Like, he couldn't make up his mind. So he was, I thought, very creative in the first half. Jordan Love was great. I thought Jordan Love was good the whole game. In the second half, his offensive line completely fell apart and let him down. He made maybe one bad throw tonight. I feel like he was amazing. And Caleb made like a shit ton of bad throws. And then again, Dave, when is Caleb good? In the fourth quarter, he's trash the entire game. And then somehow he finds a way to win in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Caleb was terrible.
Passer rating of 71.
He was so terrible until the fourth quarter.
He almost beat 50%, 24-48.
Yep.
Only 2 tutties, 2 interceptions, which, like we said, both those touchdowns those interceptions were a blessing that Green Bay picked them.
I know that like sports reporters and all these guys say that there's no like halftime speeches and stuff like that. And like guys just come out and they kind of do the same thing. But apparently the Bears came out and decided they wanted to win, and the Packers came out and decided they didn't, because that third quarter was an absolute mess. Mm-hmm. And what do all good teams do, Dave? Like basketball, football, like anytime you come out of a half, you take the game over in the third quarter. That's what good teams do, especially with a lead. The Packers historically have always been bad at doing that under Matt LaFleur.
Dating back to McCarthy, they do good in the first half, and then the second half, the other team would come back because McCarthy would never make the adjustments to the defense.
Yeah.
And we saw that. I was losing my mind. I'm like, okay, our defensive coordinator, he's good, Dennis Allen, but he doesn't have the horses. And then all of a sudden, the second half, he realized, okay, I'm going to move this horse here.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we were stopping you guys.
Yeah, and we just weren't making plays. Like, this is the problem. The Packers don't really have playmakers. Romeo Doubs had a good night, but, Jaden Reed drops the pass. I still think it was kind of PI on Musgrave, but I understand why they don't call it. He does shove him, but it's so slight. You don't really – I mean, that changes the whole game. If they give him PI, then they get 1st and goal in the 1 and stuff like that. So
the ball wasn't thrown great. He should have come back to the ball, but I don't know. Yeah,
Musgrave should have came back to the ball instead of falling away, but it is Luke Musgrave, and so he's obviously not going to make
only
the
move
right
one
play.
direction per play. Yeah. He can't really change.
He's the only one that can stop himself.
So, like, I'm not mad. So I don't know if I can. We're not monetized, so I don't care. When the Packers were up 21-6, I bet $100 the Bears are going to come back and win, and Matt LaFleur just made me $1,000. So thank you, Matt LaFleur. I trust in your complete incapability to win a playoff game. I trust in your idiocy, and I trust in your lack to actually ever win a Super Bowl so much that I put money on it, and you won me a lot. So thank you, man. Thank you. And yeah, Matt LaFleur is going to get a contract extension, I feel like, but I don't think it should be as big as it was yesterday. And honestly, do you guys think, okay, the media is going to say Matt LaFleur should get fired? Because again, this isn't 28-3 like the Atlanta Falcons, but it's pretty close. I mean,
it got 21-6,
dominating the game. Real franchises fire this coach. Like, I think the Packers are a family franchise who knows LaFleur is good, and they don't necessarily have the balls to fire him. But, dude, if we woke up tomorrow and Matt LaFleur was fired, I would be pretty happy. I got to be honest. And I know he's a great coach, and I know he would get hired immediately. He would, like, Tennessee would call him immediately. Cleveland would call him immediately. I think he'd work really well in Atlanta, okay? But Matt Lafleur is never going to win a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers, and tonight shows you exactly why. He does not know how to win close games in the playoffs. He does not know how to step on teams' throats. He does not know how to get his guys to play and find a way to steal victory. He can't do it. He doesn't know how to do it. Tonight's a perfect example. So when we re-sign him, Packer fans, rejoice in the fact that we're going to win a lot of regular season games and 0 to no playoff games under Matt Lafleur. Just be aware. That's what's going to happen. Okay.
What are your thoughts, Hype?
So, like, you know, the rumor is that the Packers would have already re-signed him, except that they don't want to pay him a lot or what he's asking for or whatever, or what people would perceive him, his value. They want to get a deal, get a coupon deal. And the thing too is that when you have a winning coach like him and you fire him and bring someone else, and if you bring someone else in good, you might have to pay them a lot too.
Were you inspired? Were you inspired there, Happy?
He was inspired. Dude, here,
I can give it from all Packer fans should be feeling sick. I got this left over from last week when we had the flu run through the house. Every Packer fan needs to get a whole case of 7-Up right now.
I honestly don't feel that sick, Dave. The Bears proved that they're absolute frauds, but the Packers proved that they're bigger frauds. The Packers are absolute frauds with Lafleur, but the Bears are still frauds. If you guys get a home game next week and you play like the Rams, which it looks like you probably will, I wouldn't be surprised if they beat you by 27 points, to be honest, right? So, like, because your defense was better in the second half, but you're still terrible at defense.
Oh, our defense is ass. And
all right, Hype, go ahead.
It took that long to get Gordon to go after.
Well, I think the big story of this game for me in my head is at the end, the wide receivers made really amazing plays at times, but then they made drops. And Jordan Love still could have hit Watson at the end to get that touchdown, but he was off by just a little bit. And, you know, you hate to say just one play did whatever. But the thing is that the offense did sputter at times, but they have to score a lot of points because the Packers cornerbacks can only do wrong things. Like they always are like, anytime there's a situation that's a little bit challenging, they like either don't know where to go or they jump to the wrong guy or they just look over here and the guy's over. It's just like Valentine and Nixon are in a contest of who can make more boneheaded plays where they're like, what's happening? Type thing.
No, we definitely have the
like terrible because it's like, it's not that you're athletically not able to do it. You're just being really stupid over and over again. Like what? And the rest of the team is trying really hard and making plays, and those guys are just like out to lunch.
I just want to put this out there. Mike McDaniel is out there. Okay, guys. Mike McDaniel's out there. Packers, go get Mike McDaniel, like fire Lafleur, and get Robert Saleh and Mike McDaniel in a package or something. Or just hire Mike McDaniel, like anybody else. So
if you guys got that double stack, you guys would be lethal.
We would be incredibly lethal. Because, I mean, and again, Lafleur's pedigree for the regular season is very good. He's been in the playoffs 6 out of 7 years. He has the second most wins in his first 7 years as a head coach. But if you look at those other head coaches, they don't have a terrible playoff record, right? The top 10 winningest coaches in the first 7 years have a much better playoff record than Matt Lafleur.
And they also didn't have Aaron Rodgers.
And again, Matt Lafleur has developed Jordan Love. Jordan Love was very good. 4 touchdowns tonight. He wasn't perfect, but I mean, Green Bay Packers live in this world where we expect the quarterback to be perfect, and anything other than that, we usually lose. And that's kind of what happened. Jordan Love needed to throw 5 touchdowns tonight. He threw 4. He tied the Packers record. He needed to break it to win, right? Because that's the kind of team we have. And again, I can't tell you how expected this was. I'm not even mad or surprised. Like, I just expected this because this is the Matt Lafleur Green Bay Packers. It's all the coach. I'm telling you guys, the belief from the players, the system, the things that they do when they're up, how they actually like perform in big moments instead of getting penalties and not knowing who's on the field. So they have to call timeouts. Like, good teams don't do that. Good teams are out there making plays.
Yeah, that one play where they got the penalty and they let the clock run out. That was classic Packer.
That's classic. They're just unprepared. They're not here. They're not ready here. And that's Matt Lafleur. And yes, I know it's a young team. But guess what, guys? It's been the youngest team in the NFL for 3 years, and they've all been under Lafleur that whole time. So you can say they're young all they want, but if they got 3 years of NFL experience, They should know enough not to
And
make
when they
bonehead
used that
plays.
last time out, was that the wrong time to take it? Because they still had like 45 seconds left, right?
I would have waited to take the timeout, but I mean, honestly,
just
at
go
that
and
point,
run a play and throw a short slant or something, right?
And again, I don't like the play calling on the last drive. If Jaden Reed catches that ball, I think it's a different story. I think
they probably win if he catches that because they have like 3 more shots at the end zone at like the 10th.
Yeah, exactly. They probably have a good chance of winning at that point. But
I would say 51% chance they would able.
We don't have guys that make plays. And dude, you know who was making plays for us tonight, Dave? Edrin Cooper all night, and then he gets hurt. He got hurt, and I was like, yeah, he was amazing all night, and he got hurt, and I was just like, dude, yep, that's the helmet I bought for Dave when we were in Green Bay. Enjoy it.
Oh, here I have one too.
Yeah, yep. But
at Lambeau.
This is
but this one is actually wins in playoffs.
Yes, that's true. Not in those colors though. I bought that helmet because it's such an that orange helmet is gross. Their uniforms are gross when they wear the orange helmet. But this is just the Packers season. Like anybody that was good for us outside of Jordan Love.
This is a dream matchup. We're not going to. Oh yeah,
go ahead.
We weren't going to beat anyone else other than Green Bay. Y'all weren't going to beat anybody other than us, aside from Carolina. Carolina, they did awesome today. Yep. But yeah, I don't have the highest of hopes next week. Devontae Adams might take it out on us if he's able to play. Yeah. I missed the end of the fourth quarter. I don't know if he was able to come back into that game, but yeah, enjoy the hell out of this game, Bears fans.
Yeah, dude, seriously, Bears, do it. Because I'm telling you right now, Bears fans, you're probably going to win 8 games next year. And you're going to be like, what happened? And it's going to be like, you can't have
we're going to get a first place schedule.
Yeah, you're going to get a first place schedule. And most teams that are up 21-6 are not going to choke it away against you, FYI, right? That's just not how the NFL works, unless it's Matt Lafleur. But no, dude, honestly, tomorrow, if I woke up and found out that Matt Lafleur got fired, I would not be surprised. I would also not be surprised if they extended him. But whatever money he wants is too much. That's what I'm telling you right now.
They're gonna get him for a coupon discount.
Well, the Green Bay Packers should not be playing coaches for regular season wins. They should be paying them for playoff wins. And Matt Lafleur has been terrible in the playoffs for 4 or 5 years now. 6 years, really.
But a quarterback organization, he's developed Jordan Love pretty well.
He's done a great job. And now that Jordan Love is developed, we can bring in a real coach like Robert Saleh. And we can bring in Mike McDaniel as an offensive coordinator. We'll be fine.
You could do like some combo like that.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You need more life in your running game. He doesn't have anything there. Josh Jacobs he's an amazing hammer and whatnot, but if you could have some innovation with pulling your linemen and whatnot, it might make your line play more effectively.
Yeah,
then that would open up the offense so much more. Romeo Dobbs, I've been dogging you all year about him and saying, oh, he really ain't it. He did an amazing game tonight.
He had a good
Matthew
game.
Golden, I've been Dougie on him all for the last 6 weeks. I'm like, he's a rookie, he ain't done squat. I'd rather have the other guy. Honestly, when you see him running and whatnot, you see he's got the fluid hips.
And he's got hands, man. He just snatches the ball and it just sticks to his hands.
He had 3 catches and then that swing pass that was like he ran for a touchdown.
He's going to be good, and he's going to be good. I'm not worried about him. Jordan Love's going to be great. This offense is going to be fine. The Packers have a lot. Dobbs, dude, honestly, I don't know because it depends on how much money he wants. But I mean, he was good.
He was your big playmaker tonight.
He was, but Jordan Love trusts him a lot, and I don't blame him because Christian Watson in big moments isn't trustworthy. Jaden Reed has proved he's not trustworthy. So, like, he goes to Dobbs a lot more often. And, Dobbs screws up a lot still, but he does make plays. But I think Golden's still got to be that guy. I think it was just too early for him this year in the system. That's another problem I have with the floor is, like, getting these receivers developed has been an issue. Like, it's been an issue. Like, 4 second-round receivers and 3 second-round receivers, in a first-round receiver, and none of them has taken the right steps, I feel like, to be a legit number one, I think is problematic in LaFleur's system. So
and I like what Ben Johnson did this year with Luther Burden. He's the second pick that we had, and he didn't play much in the first half of the season, but the second half, he kind of unlocked him. He gave him more opportunities. Why not do that with Matthew Golden? Because he's the same electric kind of player instead of just saying, I just want to stick with my veterans and us not lose games in the second half of the year, and you wind up losing four in a row anyways.
Yeah, and dude, I'm telling you, Mike McDaniel would use him right. Mike McDaniel would know how to use them. Mikey flavors. No, dude, I respect and like Matt Lafleur a lot, but Matt Lafleur needs to go to the Tennessee Titans or the Cleveland Browns or some crappy franchise where winning 9 games is a big deal. Like, he should not be the coach of the Green Bay Packers. And that's not me being hateful. I respect and love him a lot. It's me wanting to win a Super Bowl. And he can't do it here. He can't do it. Like, this just proves
you said before we came on the air, if you're a Vikings, a Bears, or a Lions fan, you want Lafleur to stay in Green Bay. You want him to get that extension.
Right. And Lions and Bears fans and Vikings fans, don't you agree with that? If you guys are watching, aren't you happy if the Packers sign Matt Lafleur instead of going to get Robert Saleh or somebody else? Because I'm telling you what, this is a fantastic job. If the Packers job goes on the market, I think it's better than the Baltimore job. Because Jordan Love is younger. We've got Micah Parsons. We've got a younger team. You've got a front office that is going to back you because we have no owner. All we do is football, right? So it will immediately be the best job on the market. And we're not going after Harbaugh because the whole reason we would fire Lafleur is because he has the same problems as Harbaugh, is that he cannot participate in the playoffs correctly, right? So a guy like Saleh, a guy like McDaniel, I don't know, Doug. Do you think there's any chance that Lafleur is gone after this game? Because there's all the reports say no, and I kind of agree. I don't think he's going anywhere. But I'm just going to wait until we fire him to believe we can win a Super Bowl.
The reason I say that is because even though it shouldn't matter, injuries happen. The ownership and GM are going to be like, well, we were out a lot of our top players, Zach Tom, Micah Parsons.
True.
So in their head, they might think, hey, if we had like Micah Parsons playing, we'd probably go through a solid run through the playoffs. We are playing with a lot of guys hurt.
They're crazy to think that. If you're up 23-6 in a football game at halftime and you lose, do you know what I'm saying? I don't care who's injured. That's on the coach. That's on the mentality. That's on the players being ready and expecting to win and being demanded to go win the game.
I don't think happened with Micah Parsons playing and everything. I feel like there's a chance he gets fired because you're like, hey, this is we shot all of our bullets.
But
I'm just going to be sad.
21-6 after 3 quarters.
Yeah.
It was 21-3 at the half, 21-6 after 3 quarters.
And they scored
a field goal kicker missed 2 field goals.
And the Bears scored 28 points in the
We scored 25 in the fourth.
25 in the fourth. Yeah, what an absolute choke job. Hey, who wants to hire Hafley? Cleveland. Hello, Cleveland. Go get Hafley.
Well, I was saying in the Cheesehead TV chat, like if Hafley can get this defense to like win this game and show out well, Hafley's totally getting a head coach job because he's working with like a work shift defense, but that's not happening now.
No, not now. Not now. So no, Lafleur and Hafley will both be back next year. No one should hire Hafley after this performance. 25 points in the fourth quarter. Ouch, guys. I
really love your linebackers. They're making a lot of plays out there.
Yeah, I think Quay's going to get a contract. Cooper's obviously great. Micah will be back next year. Again, the Packers will be competitive. They'll get in the playoffs, and then they'll lose like this again. This is what's going to happen, guys, as long as Lafleur's there.
I think if Micah is playing, that's a different story because he makes up for a lot of the errors of the coaching.
I don't know, dude. I don't think so. I think this is just built into Lafleur's DNA like it was built into Schottenheimer's DNA. I just think some coaches have a find a way to lose mentality and some have a find a way to win, and you can't even control it. It's just like it's just is what it is sometimes. Do you know what I mean? So just like the Chargers have like I'm a Charger mentality in the playoffs. So we'll see if Harbaugh can fix that, right? But dude, I said this to start the year with Matt Lafleur. My main issue with him is in big games he finds a way to lose, not finds a way to win. And just look what happened. So Love was great tonight. The defense did what they could, but it wasn't enough. And the special teams did exactly what we expected them to do, was ruin the game. So
no, the Bears won the game. It was beautiful.
Not really, Dave.
That's score, my friend.
You know that's not true. Honestly,
I said DJ Moore, getting him involved in the beginning of the game, and it was kind of cool because they'd asked him, going up into the week, they're like, "What do you have to say about this?" He's like, "Don't ask me that. I've been in the league 8 years. This is my first chance to be in the playoffs."
Yeah, that's true.
So it was cool that they looked to him right away to get the offense fired up. It was awesome that he was able to make that play at the end of the game. Super happy for him. Colston Loveland, I think he might be one of the top 2, if not the most prominent tight end in the next 3 years.
He looks good.
Caleb looks his way a lot. Like Trey McBride got a lot of throws from Jacoby Brissett, a backup quarterback. But Loveland's getting that love from the starting quarterback, who's top 15.
I mean, he's no Luke Musgrave, but he's pretty good.
He's almost as good as TJ Warren, I'd say. Maybe not, but like he's not at least a bust. He's actually good. You can tell that he's good, right? So like, and Caleb
I would probably still take Warren if you gave me the option because he can block so well.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
he's like a beast.
Well, either way, you're happy either way. But
well, congrats, Bears.
Green Bay's going to be better next year.
Yep.
You're bound to be Michael.
Well, the offensive line can't be worse. It's impossible statistically or scientifically for the offensive line.
I don't think we can. I mean, I don't want to jinx us, but I don't think we're going to have another season where 4 of our 5 best players miss at least half the season again.
You never know. It could be other players missing stuff or whatever.
I mean, if Jordan Love gets hurt, it doesn't matter because
we kind of got lucky that Watson was healthy this whole time. And
even though he didn't really show up tonight, he didn't really do a whole lot. And
he had that big play that he fumbled at the goal line. Remember?
It was great until he fumbled. It looked really good.
It was like the biggest, most amazing, spectacular play. And then it was like, wait, huh?
And then, we
do have to say, of all the players on the Packers, Dobbs might have had the best game of anybody on the team.
Yeah.
He saved that fumble from going to the Bears or out of bounds.
Yep, Dobbs had a great game. I think Dobbs somewhat resurrected himself from the onside. I think he was definitely the best player outside of Jordan Love tonight and Edgerrin Cooper. Excuse me.
And Golden could be in there too. Maybe I don't think Golden maybe had like a drop or something.
Golden didn't have any drops. He had 3 catches. He did great on all 3.
Oh, yeah, 4 catches, 84 yards, 1 tutty, and 5 targets.
Yeah,
so 4 or 5
for Dobbs. Yeah, Dobbs had a good night. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching the Choketown. Congratulations to the Bears for having another
my friend.
Yep. And Matt Lafleur, go home and cry because I know you're going to cry after this, but I'm sorry, dude. This is your legacy. And it sucks, but it is what it is. Enjoy your new contract. Thanks for watching.
Bear down, bitches.